Well, today's guest was an Olympic gold medalist in women's hockey in 2018. Unfortunately, not with Canada, but with the United States, as they actually defeated Canada in a shootout in which she scored. She is a professional hockey player and hails from Warroad, Minnesota, a town of only 1,900 people. Please welcome Gigi Marvin. Gigi, how are you?
Good. Thanks for having me.
We are very excited to have you today. Another hockey player. And Gigi, I want to jump right into it today, actually. You won a gold medal at the Olympics, which is something that not a lot of us can relate to. How were you able to not compromise or make excuses kind of on your journey there?
I think just knowing that I would be passed up and I wouldn't make the team. It's as simple as that. Like just the motivation and that simple fact of knowing you're either literally getting better today or you're getting worse. There's not an in between. You either grow or you don't. It was just kind of such a truth among our team that was kind of easy, I guess, to try to stay the course and compete so that I would put myself in the spot to be on that team.
So, what would be one of the biggest challenges that you guys had to overcome on the road to Olympic gold?
I feel like there are a couple different ones. I think the doubt, for example, I mean, there's some on that team in 2018 who had been three-time Olympians, and this was their third one. And so, I mean, we had already lost twice in the gold medal game to Canada. And so I think you overcome that doubt, remembering, this isn't the team that was there 4 years ago. It's not the same situation. We're not defined by our past, and therefore we don't need to be fearful of the future. It was very easy for me to grab hold of that concept because so often everywhere in scripture, it communicates you are not what you do. We do not rely on human effort. We rely on what Jesus had done for us. And so it constantly rips apart that performance-based mentality, that workspace, the thought of pleasing or earning something, because we all know nothing we do will ever allow us to bridge the gap with the Lord. It's Jesus Christ. And so it was pretty cool to see Christ's foundations, I guess, lived out in a practical sense in sport.
Is it hard to have no excuses in your faith every day in terms of maybe making time for the Lord or fitting him into your schedule?
Yeah, it's challenging when, especially when we travel a lot. I mean, I go to a Bible study every week, and I love going to church every Sunday. And so, not being able to be in the same city and be a part of that worship, be a part of that weekly fellowship time, it's tough. But I'm grateful for people early on in my life who really trained me that daily time with Jesus is the most important thing you can do with your life. I mean, how else are you going to survive without spending quality time with him? It all starts with your own personal time with Jesus each day.
Yeah. So what you're trying to say is there really is no reason to have excuses in your faith, no matter where you are in the world.
Like, it's so hard to pick up an excuse because all I hear is what my grandpa always said. He goes, Gigi, excuses are like butts. Everyone has them and they all stink. And like, he would just floor all of us grandkids every time he said that because he just, and so you're right. I think with anything, I think that can fly, and it's just, you either do it or you don't. I'm a pretty firm believer in that. Like, you had 24 hours in the day, just like everyone else, and you set your priorities and you chose to do them or you chose not to. It's as simple as that.
Hmm. My last question for you, Gigi, would be, what is the potential when you do start living for Jesus with no excuses?
Honestly, it's just abundant life. Like it's mind blowing. Like when we open ourselves up to the Lord, like God talks to us every day. Like the things he does in us, through us, the amount of peace he can provide. Like God is so good. Like why not give your life to him and each day seek him more and more? Because your eyes are going to be open to this incredible spiritual realm that like he wants good for all of us.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Gigi, I can't even begin to tell you how cool it's been to see a professional athlete that is so devoted, passionate about Christ, and grounded in the Word. Thank you so much for setting aside time in your busy schedule and joining us today on this Sunday.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for reaching out. Hope you guys have a great day.